welcome to the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie, powered in part by Classic of
Hey
Denton.
everyone, thanks for joining us here on DentonRadio.com with the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie. And today we have a full house, and I'm excited to have my guest here today. I have Marcus Washington, who is also known as
Miller the Mayor.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And we have his friends and his guests here
my
too.
special guest.
Your special guest, Level 9, and we have Masa Lopez. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so glad to have you guys here. We're going to talk about everything that's going on with what you're doing here in Denton and how these guys are involved with you. So why don't you give me a little bit of insight on who you are? Because I know a lot of people know you, but a lot of people may not know. Most of them that follow you do, but all the stuff that you're involved with. So let's talk about everything you're involved with, but let's bring it back to the beginning. How'd you get involved here in Denton? What brought you here?
Man, what got me involved is an artist I started with was Renzo. It started probably back in 2006, 2007. He was just starting to record, starting to do music and stuff, and I was his homeboy, so I was always around, but I didn't like to do rap and stuff like that, so whenever I was around, he said that he was going to take it serious one day. He was like, hey, I want you by my side. You're a computer geek, and I want you to do all the stuff on the computer because everything's about to go online.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. After about a year or two of him doing it, he started just dropping stuff, and I was just behind the scenes. It went from me just putting stuff out to promoting it to, me just thinking about, man, what if I just ran a label and he was my artist? Now we won't have to worry about no middlemans. We're just straight direct with people now. And I feel like when we was coming up, that's a lot of things we was doing. We was just straight direct. There was no middleman. No,
so you cut them out.
Yeah, we cut out everybody.
Cut out the fat out of that, so you don't have to deal with any extras or whatnot.
No extras. So I actually went to school for business, and once I went to school for business, I just felt like, hey, I feel like I can run a label. I feel like I can do it. And at first, I was really just dead broke. Didn't have nothing. I just wanted to do it for the love, basically. Yeah. But now I see it's really about money, so you got to really take your time in doing it.
You're like, whoa, I can make a living out of this.
Heck yeah.
So what is your label called?
The first label I actually started was Cash and Respect. I started that back in 2012. I didn't launch until 2013. Okay. And I just actually started a new online promotion label called Pit Stop Collectives. I started that back in June.
Okay, so let's talk about your first label. We'll talk about Cash and Respect. And what kind of artists do you have involved in that project or in that label?
At the moment, I have about 3 artists that I mess with, and both of them are Latino artists. That's Masa Lopez, which is here with me. And,
we have you here already.
Yeah. And Zilla, that's the other artist that I have on there. And then I work with Renzo, who I started with, and Ratchet Ass Wuda.
Okay. So what made you get into all of this as far as, let's go back to your early life, before you met all the cool people, and now you being one of them. So how did you get interested in all of this?
Really, it's kind of weird because everybody that's probably doing music that I kicked it with was actually an artist or a rapper that's really doing music around here right now, and I really didn't like to be a rapper, so I felt like if I was the person that was like the manager or something, it was like, hey, y'all come. Let me manage y'all. I'm your friend, you know. So.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, has he ever performed? Wait a minute, let me double check here because I was like, no, he's always doing the events and stuff.
I used to do like some DJ drama, like talking over the music for Renzo, like back in the days and stuff like that. Then I cut it out. I felt like that wasn't me.
You're like, that's too much of an alter ego. Let's go back to the normal.
Yeah, it made me feel too cocky and stuff. I'm laid back. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay,
stuff.
We'll get you on stage one day.
Nah.
Just for one performance, karaoke, no, nothing.
Nah.
Yeah,
he'll do it.
Maybe if it's a Level 9 song.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys have these artists under your Cash and Respect.
Yeah, I have Masa Lopez and Zilla under Cash and Respect, and I have one artist, OGX, under Pit Stop Collectives.
Okay, so I just saw Pit Stop Collective start popping up on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, he's got something else going on. And I know you have your hand in a lot of stuff. It's not just this. You're always putting on shows here in Denton. Everybody's very familiar with you putting on these, collective shows and stuff like that. So how'd you get involved into the whole realm of, I know label is one thing, but then you're also doing the booking and all of that.
It goes back to when I was saying with Renzo, whenever he was like he wanted to get booked for a show, he was like, at the time, like a lot of people wasn't just going out booking artists for shows. So what we did was like, we'll just go to the venue and ask them, can we rent out the venue to throw our own show, and from right then and there we can throw our own show. So it's like, that was like the first step that we ever did, and from there, that was like the format. Like, we'll just go to the venue. We don't have to go get booked and stuff like that. Like, And I was the person doing the booking, doing the lineup, setting up the timing, making sure the artists came, and from there, that's what I do now.
And a lot of people think, oh, booking's easy.
No.
I don't. I've never booked a band,
Yeah.
but I know booking my poets on Lost Poet Lounge is like, okay, are you gonna make it? Or we need to make sure you're here.
Yeah,
the lineup is just, and sometimes it's just a juggle.
I feel like booking is probably the hardest thing, really, just because you have to really deal with a lot of different people's egos. But I feel like once you, like a people person like me, I don't mind people's egos, because I know that you're gonna have a wild head, you're gonna have a chill person, you're gonna have there's those different people out there. So it's cool.
So what kind of a vibe do you want to be pulled into Cash Respect versus Pit Stop Collective? I know they're two different entities, kind of the same, task, but two different entities altogether. So what are the differences?
I feel like Cash and Respect was more of the homies. It's more of the home feeling. It's like
the home team.
Yeah, it's the home team.
That's home base.
Yeah, that's
basically
home. That's home base. Right
you're always going to go back to
Cash
and Respect.
Cash and Respect is where we started. That's everything. Well, we started off with Street Hop, but Cash and Respect is the home base for everything.
Okay, and then Pit Stop Collective, the newer one, is going to be more
international.
International.
Any genres, anything. I promote a lot of artists, anyways. That, like I said, that I be around. So instead of them promoting through Cash and Respect and getting them mixed with the artists that's already on there, I have to make a different brand to separate the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what kind of music do the Cash and Respect artists have? As I know you said it's the feel and the vibe, but when you talk about your artists as music, what do you categorize it as?
I guess you would say hip hop. Yeah. I guess most of them are hip hop.
And then
but I say OGX is more like a soul, like a singer type rapper. Like he's not just a hardcore rapper or what they would call trap or street, hip hop conscious rapper. He's more like a soul rapper.
Okay, and then the newer, like, what do you sing?
I just do
sing,
hip-hop.
perform.
Yeah, I just do hip hop. I just do rap. So it just depends really. We do more like underground hip hop, more like street rap, trap rap. We do a little bit of everything.
And I actually have seen one of your videos, actually. I clicked on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I saw your name attached to it, so of course I naturally clicked on it. Yeah. So you're right. I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. With Cash and Respect, it's like everybody has their own sound. So it's not like one certain sound that you can categorize. Yeah, it's everybody's different, know. So I think we all blend well together.
Yeah, you just become a blended house of different.
Yeah, like a lot of people think like me and Zilla are a group. We're not a group. We're just two separate artists under the same umbrella, brand, you know. But we do everything together. You'll see us together all the time. So
I think that would be kind of neat, especially when you're growing. I know this is relatively new, the Pit Stop Collective. That when you start growing as a collective group, that you kind of bounce off ideas. Even though you're independent artists, you're able to.
We still work together.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Give each other ideas and help each other.
Definitely, and somebody has a pitfall, the other, hey, don't do that. I already tried that. I know there's a lot of trial and error. A lot of mistakes are learned.
Yeah, me and Masa talk a lot.
Yeah,
because I might try something. I might look at it and be like, man, what would Masa think? Like, or what would Renzo think at this moment? Just to be like, my idea might not be the right one at the moment. But if I call them and be like, hey man, what y'all think? They'd be like, yeah, let's rock with it. Hey, that's it. Then.
Different set of eyes, different set of ears. Sometimes you got to step away from the project too, because you're so consumed by it.
Yeah, because I'm an artist, but at the same time I do a lot of background, stuff. For both brands.
Nice. So not only you got them working for you too. Yeah. Not only are they you're working for them, but they're working for you too.
Yeah, that's how it is. Hey, you work for me, I work for you.
Definitely. Hey, this is a real good business you got going, where your artists are working for you.
Oh, heck yeah. They have their own brands too.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true, and that's what makes people really solid and strong. You get your groups together. Hey, I'll do anything to watch you grow. Yeah. You come help me. I'll help you. That's a good environment. That's what I love about Denton, is how nurturing it is. And I know, you were nominated, and you're nominated again for Denton Night of the Year. So that's a big thing. You have a very nurturing environment where people are going to be supportive of you and all of the stuff you do. And like I said, I'm sure there's other stuff we don't even know about that you're involved with that is, all that kind of stuff. So let's have a chat with Level 9.
Yeah, Level 9.
Yes, we were talking about Star Wars, Star Trek earlier.
Oh, yeah. She confused me. Thought I was a fake fan for a second.
You were like, wait a minute, I got to write that down. So tell us about your music and what you're involved in.
I do like underground hip hop too. I actually have a song with Massa. We got a video to it. It's platinum and gold. But I do like underground hip hop and alternative. We rage, you know what I'm saying? We like
really?
Yeah, we like to rage.
I'm going to have to listen to that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard yours yet. I need to put that on my to-do right after the show.
It's actually, what do you use to listen to music?
Spotify.
I'm on Spotify. You can look it up.
Okay.
I just dropped an EP called Deja Vu.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's what it was. I couldn't think of it.
It's like that.
I know you get in here into the fishbowl, and then you're constantly like, oh, I got to talk about this, this, and this.
Okay.
And then you get in here, and it's like gone.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely. Okay, so when you do a Cash and Respect show or now a Pit Stop Collective, what is it like? What's the vibe like? Because, I mean, there's shows in Denton all the time. So what's going to differentiate you guys to be like, this is where the energy's at. This is where you need to go.
You got to come to a show.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you got to come to it, and you just said one of the words. I always like the energy.
Yeah.
And most of the shows that I did in 2017 that really helped me is that I went to most of the youth, they have that energy for most of the stuff that I really want to do around here and didn't.
Nice.
And
The younger crowd.
yeah, the younger
Rage.
crowd, they got
Me?
that rage,
I'm
the
the younger
energy.
crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
You with us, too.
Yeah.
You can rage, too.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
going to
for
have
real.
to wear knee pads and stuff.
Nah. We don't get that rough.
Oh, we ain't
Oh,
got
y'all
that
are
here.
tame rage?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're tame rage.
For
tame.
what the venue allow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you guys are all over the place. So
Oh, heck yeah.
yeah.
Especially Andy's bar. We
Yes,
love Andy's.
I know. And I mean, you guys are busy because every time I open my feed, you guys are on there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
another show, dang.
Yeah.
Another show, dang.
Oh, yeah. We're not
He's
stopping
busy.
in 2018. Nah.
So let's talk about that. You have a lot of plans for 2018. So
Yeah.
what are you going to be doing?
Well, we actually just did a show. It was about a week or two ago called Capricorn 3 with Ty Little's birthday bash. February 2nd, we have a show with Elliot Lip with Slow Drips, and Andy's is a part of that we're doing. We also have Lofty Beats on that lineup. And then I got a couple dates that I haven't actually put the dates to with the
Some perspective
with
stuff.
the perspective, but it'll be after spring break, and we'll be back in gear too.
I was just going to say, are you going to do something for spring break?
We're not gonna do anything for spring break, but after spring break, I tell them they better be ready.
Be ready
Yeah,
for the
be
party,
ready.
for the real party?
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
party nonstop.
Okay, because one of my things here in Denton is there's only one place that I know of that you can dance. So can you dance at your shows?
Oh yeah, you can always dance at my shows.
Okay.
Turn up. You forgot about Pit Stops is hosting the show on the 27th.
Oh yeah, on the 27th. Well, we didn't confirm it yet, so.
Oh, it's confirmed.
Confirmed.
Well, it's in the books now.
It's
He
in the
said it
books
on the
now,
air
yeah.
live.
The
So
show is
that's
confirmed.
it. You're committed, whoever you are.
Well, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say the show is confirmed, but
The details
Yeah,
haven't been confirmed
yeah.
yet.
There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go. So we were talking earlier, and obviously you are doing all this stuff with the artists, but not only that, you're also doing the behind the scenes, which
Yeah.
is the promo as far as the graphics and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, I don't really just do too much of the graphics. Todd Little, he does most of all our graphics, and me and him just sit there, come up with ideas, bounce off each other. And
Yep.
He makes magic every time he does the
I
flyer
know,
for
because
us.
a lot of people think, oh, you're just putting a flyer together. I do graphics
Yeah.
too, so I understand anytime I put anything out, whether it be for my salsa or Lost Poet Lounge or whatever, or even for Denton, the Denton Vibe, I'm creating my stuff, and it's your image, and a lot of thought goes into that. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
project a certain vibe, you know, that's happening, and you don't want to just throw some font out there.
no,
That's
no,
the last
yeah.
thing you want to do.
No,
So
it's-
there's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
involved
it's about
with that.
it's about the look, especially around here. It's about the look. I always want the look to be good.
Well, as just somebody watching, you want to eye catch somebody.
Oh, yeah.
It's all because if you really think about it, there's a show of music every night.
Oh yeah.
Every night. So how am I going to catch this person's attention when there's 100 other ones doing the same
Yeah.
thing?
That's probably about the hardest thing right now.
Yeah, no, I can,
Yeah.
and you got to find that niche. I know you're talking about going, doing international booking,
Yeah.
and so I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I hope that comes through for me.
Yeah, no, we're gonna make
We're
it
gonna
come
push
through
it,
for
yeah.
you.
Well,
Yeah, we gotta
isn't it-
push it and will it through.
Just
We're
you
gonna
gotta start
build up
slow.
to it. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
build up to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll do it definitely. So, aside from Denton, I know you kind of branch out, and
Yeah.
what kind of places do you hit up? And
I have hit up Austin. I have hit up Houston. I have hit up Wichita Falls.
Nice.
But other than that, I've just been reaching out to San Antonio, a couple artists in Portland,
New York.
New York.
But that's a lot of that's a lot of territory to cover.
Oh, heck yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
a lot,
and then at that point when you're doing that, anything can happen, and you find yourself flying over here and doing this.
I'm about one email, one text away from being out of here.
What do you mean? You're leaving?
No, I'm not leaving, but it's just that I feel like what I'm doing.
You're about
here,
to break.
it's gonna branch out. Yeah,
that's good. That's awesome. I'm really glad about that. So, what are you looking for as far as future artists? Because I know you have your foundation set with your artists and whatnot. So, what are you looking for as far as diversity, or are you looking for something special? That unicorn artist that. All of them are going to be unicorn artists, but a lot of people are like, I've never worked with this type of artist. I would love to work with that type of artist.
And right now, I got my hands into really just digging into the young artists right now because I feel like they have the energy, they have the work, they have all that. They just don't have the guidance of really where they want to go.
Yeah,
that's
they have to be self-motivated too.
Yeah,
like they have to be grinding and actually putting in that work and making stuff happen and not. Looking at Miller for a handout or something, you know what I mean?
No, it is a lot of hard work. A lot of people think that I'm just going to go up there and do my thing. It is not. I'm not going to go up there.
Trust me, I get a lot of people every day hit me up. Hey Miller, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do that? And then 6 months later, they still ask me, "Can I do that?" And they even do nothing. So
because you're wondering, what have you done? What have you done since then? So you got to make sure that they're disciplined in their passion, in their craft. That way, you can work with them, and you can basically mold them into a direction, that they want to go to, and that you can take them to at that point. So I think it's really interesting, all the stuff, and there's growth here.
There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth and a lot of artists around here. Like I said, the youth right now is really heavy. Like as far as on the scene wise.
Do you have anybody in mind right now as far as youth? Anybody you can?
The person to my left.
He's already VIP. He's in the fishbowl with us.
Yeah.
But like Elijah.
Yeah, I say Elijah Heaps and Nikolai Rye,
J3,
Lil Dirt. You got Pablo. There's a lot of people out here but I'll say like the main one that I'm really just looking at is like Level 9 right now.
Level 9.
Yeah.
That's gonna stay with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in Spotify, look you up, and
let me know what you think.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I didn't like this song. I love this. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna love all of them. No,
criticism.
No. I'll listen. Harder. I will tell you the truth. I will be like, you know what? These really vibed with me. Or
he got a different. He got a different sound, and he got a sound that a lot that's like on the mainstream right now.
Oh yeah.
Everything you hear is gonna be different.
Okay, I'm really curious, so I'm gonna really get on. As soon as I get in the car, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that's the best place to
look
listen
you
to
up. Yep, definitely. Yeah. So, what are the shows that are coming up recent, like most recent?
We got like I said, on February 2nd, we got the Elliot Lip. Okay. He's from Austin. I think he does like electronic EDM type of music, DJing.
That is something Jesse will want to go to. Our sound tech guy, Jesse is always Jesse loves EDM.
My guy.
Yeah.
That's why I say all last year I did like all hip hop shows, but this year I'm doing like any shows that I can really just get my hands into.
Latinos.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
That's what we want to do. We got like a.
Let me know. I'm there.
We got some stuff in the work for like Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
We're working that out still.
Okay, let me know. I think I'll be out of town during that time, but.
Well, if not, we'll still do it.
We're still gonna support. We'll do whatever we can to support that.
I love the Latino community.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Normally, we get like a booth out there at the local festival, and we touch the people. Last year, we got to perform out there.
Oh, nice.
So this year, we always do like a little after party or something. So we're working on something.
Now
like that
that's where the fun's at.
Oh, yeah.
The after parties and stuff. So I really love the diversity that Denton brings to, and that allows us to bring, because people have to be receptive and open to it. And Lord knows I've tried. I'm like, I miss my Latin music. I'm from Dallas, and I moved here. I've been here 12 years, so I'm like, I want some Latin music. So, but we've talked about that before. We're like, people are starting to branch out and do that, and so it's slowly but surely it's working its way.
I say with Latin artists, I feel like I have to get back to that. I can't just bring them to my side and be like, hey, this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Like, no. Let's do what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm curious as to what kind of shows y'all bring with that. But Definitely. Now, if somebody wants to book with you as far as be a part of one of your shows or be, you know, the star of the show, whatever it is that they want to do when they book with you guys, where do they find you? And tell me all of that.
If they want to get booked at a show, at least for details, they can hit me up at booking@cashandrespect.com. You can email me there. As far as like social medias, they can hit me up on social medias on Instagram, Twitter at Miller the Mayor.
Miller the Mayor. So
MILLADAMAYOR.
Okay, I gotta say that.
Cash and Respect, is it and or and?
And.
That's a good question because I was trying to put the little, the symbol versus the full word.
It's the booking with the @ symbol, cash and AND respect.com.
There you go. So, how often do the artists put out albums as far as music?
I say at the moment, Masa Lopez is coming out with his project on February 2nd also.
Okay, February 2nd. So you're right around the corner.
We were shooting for like Groundhog Day. Yeah, something like that.
Because that is a very important holiday.
Yeah.
To pop up. We're going to pop up on them.
Groundhog Day?
Yeah, when is that?
February 2nd.
For real?
That's going to determine if we're going to stay frozen or not. And for me, that is torture.
You thought about it like, what? Groundhog
so
Day?
are you on Spotify?
I am, and this the new project will be also.
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot on there, but that's my goal for 2018. We're trying to go.
You're on there.
Yeah.
You got your foot in the door.
Up that catalog.
Definitely. So I'll be checking that out too, and I'll be like,
We got. We're still working on like a little release / listening party for that. It'll be something a little bit private. It won't be for everybody, but we're still putting that together.
Because y'all plan on getting wild or what?
I'm not. We just want to be more private.
Just a little bit more intimate,
There you go.
Like DJs.
Well, you can soak it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can soak it in better.
We're thinking of trying something different than your regular release party, like at a venue, and everybody's just partying and having crazy time. It's going to be a little different vibe for this.
Well, then at that point, you would be able to absorb the music better, and you'd be able to be like, you know what, I really felt this artist.
Actual listeners.
Yeah.
People that actually listen to it and vibe to it. Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that would be really cool too. I'm open to all kinds of music, so I like listening to artists all the time, whether it be at a restaurant or actual shows or whatever. So, I mean, you can't escape it here in Denton, so there's no way around it. So, do you guys want to go ahead and plug in your social media too? Because I know you guys are different artists.
Level 9 plug.
What I was going to say, though, is once you come to a Miller the Mayor and Level 9 the Monster Show, I promise you're going to keep coming.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Okay, because I need to get out there so I can make sure.
When I first
I'll be like, you were right. I'm here again. Look at me.
When I first started doing shows, it was like 10 people coming, and Andy's, they love me now because it's like 150, 200 people coming.
That's awesome.
So
and you grow, it's the vibe. You have a fun time, and you enjoy what you're doing. People are going to come out to support you.
From a couple of his shows. I'll show you after the.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see how it gets at your show.
And the song that we actually have together, me and Nine, is nominated for a DAM award too.
Oh, nice.
For best video for Platinum and Gold.
Oh, very. You know what? I did see that too because I was scrolling down all the artists when you go vote.
So
you guys go vote for the.
Yeah, go vote.
Yeah, y'all go vote at dennight.com/DAM awards for. Y'all go vote for me for Talent Buyer, Den Night of the Year. For Platinum and Gold, Best Video of the Year.
And Best Hip Hop Act, also
Best
nominated for that.
Kid for what was
Best
it?
Engineer and Best Producer.
My goodness, look at y'all.
Y'all go vote for the homie
Lil Durk for Best Hip Hop Act. Elijah Heaps too. I can't choose between the two, but hey. and you.
Yeah,
and
we're all on there. We're all on there, but hey, I'm up
Masa.
there with some good people. So
how do you even choose at that point?
Hey,
you don't vote.
Don't forget, Denton Radio. Denton Radio has a couple of their DJs.
And make sure y'all go vote for denradio.com.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
y'all vote for the homie Zilla, man. He's nominated also for Best Mixtape.
Oh yeah, we also voted for Best Mixtape for
Independence Day.
Yeah.
We got some songs.
So we're like
on there.
nominated against each other, but it's all
Hey,
love.
you know what though? It's all in the family.
Oh yeah, it's all.
I
It's all good.
understand.
Whoever
That's why you
gets
don't
it.
vote.
Yeah, it is a lot of. You guys are obviously your hard work is paying off because look at that. Y'all went through all these. I was like, y'all are gonna keep going. Y'all are on the ballot.
We could have kept going. Yeah,
cleaning house.
Go
here.
vote Todd for graphic designer.
Todd.
But as far as social medias go, I'm at the LVL9 on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud is LVL9. You can look me up on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Amazon, Google Play. all of that.
Nice.
Under level 9.
Me too.
Yeah.
What is your
The
artist?
Denton Vibe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, my
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
My
know,
show is a
like a check
podcast.
Well, you got to plug me in. What's y'all stuff? I need all of it.
Mine's under the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie.
Okay.
But Denton Radio is on all of those as well.
Okay.
And you
I
can
have
catch
y'all on
any
Facebook.
of our DJs on or most of our DJs on all of those platforms you just named.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're working on it.
My social
Excellent.
media is
Yeah,
you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything at Masa_Lopez.
Nice.
And the music you can find it on SoundCloud, YouTube, Masa Lopez.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got one more thing.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all go download Campaign Season 2 tomorrow. I'm dropping a mixtape tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with
and then we got
with
Masa
various
Music coming
artists.
soon also. February 2nd, Masa Music dropping.
You guys are busy.
Oh yeah, we like to stay busy.
I hope y'all have planners and calendars
Oh, we do.
because I can't keep up with all y'all.
We bought calendars.
Yeah.
The little organizers. See, I always have to have mine with me too.
You gotta have your phone.
Yeah, I
That's why
keep
you have
everything in
both
my
your
phone.
phones.
I have
Oh, I
everything.
can't do that. I
No,
can't.
we
do
got
the
you
phone.
gotta have
2
the
weeks
notes.
with no
That's what the
phone.
notes is good for.
Oh, I can't. I'm a
Yeah.
paper person. I have to.
nah.
I have to do the paper
That's
version
old
of it.
school right
But
now.
you
I
won't
am
lose
old
your
school.
phone. You'll lose that paper before you lose your phone.
I will lose my phone before I lose my paper.
Really?
Oh yeah. This you can replace, except for the photos. That's different.
Oh, now you gotta keep this like a wallet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep phones on us like a wallet.
Yeah,
This
nowadays.
has everything.
Yeah,
Like,
for
you know
real.
what I'm saying? Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about a person on their phone.
Yes.
Anyways, thanks guys so much for
Thank
being
y'all,
here.
thank
I
y'all,
had
thank
y'all.
fun
Thanks for
with you
having us.
guys. I will be listening to you guys. You guys go out and listen to all their plugins so you can check them out on all those platforms wherever you plug in. Thank you so much for being here.
you.
I'm going to go to one of the shows. I want to see if it's what you're saying.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be
I,
tight.
I have a feeling it is.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it is. But thanks, you guys, everybody, for watching the Denton Vibe with Diva Girl Ellie. We'll see you next week.
All right. Woo woo.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.